Gofran.
You can say Gofran, Gofran.
Miriam. Joanna, like a heart, yeah. Alex, Nikki, Lucia, Nadia. I have a hard time remembering like the side and the name. Kaufer and Kimberly.
Alex, Nikki, Lucia, Kimberly.
Wow.
Michael. I forgot. Emily. I love the nature.
Because we are training you, but the idea is also that when you go back to your country, you will be able to train your colleagues, your friends, the people you are with in your association. So the idea will be to let them know, let them help them with identifying, deciphering, reacting to fake news. So see what is the context of fake news and how we can make sure young people, for example, or sometimes old people, are vulnerable to false information and how we can prevent them doing this. So, understanding the sector, discovering best practices. So, all the best practices we send me. We'll have a specific session on this. And finally, at the end of the seminar, we'll be developing projects to fight disinformation.
Thinking, proposing, being leaders, you have the place to do so here. That's the purpose also.
On a conçu le programme pour que vous puissiez apprendre au maximum. On a des chercheurs, des universitaires, des journalistes, des hommes politiques qui vont venir, qui sont au quotidien avec les fake news.
Also, they are speaking. No, they are speaking.
In Egypt, from my own personal perspective, I see like we were discussing like you can verify information through many processes. I think like from the speed of life, like people will just like take the very first news that they can see, and they won't verify. If it looks true, or if it looks like they don't have something suspicious to think about it, they will just go forward. It really depends on the generation and like what kind of information they're looking for. I would say like because like most of the topics, as if it came as a news, it will be shared on Facebook, not Instagram. So that's why people would go there to check it. And
I want to say something. If the government, if something happened to one country, and the government or Europe or the world wants to tell you another side, just to stop to think about that. They say something else and they stop the serious, like Russia with Ukraine.
I think it also depends like by the time, because like I think 10 years ago people would like take the official news from newspapers. Afterwards, like more of like our parents and grandparents would just definitely take it from the official news on TV.
Yes.
The very first channel and the second channel. But currently, and within all of what's happening around, you would see like even the governmental pages, once they put an announcement online, everyone is sharing. Whether like it's like the middle generation, like parents, grandparents, whatsoever. For example, even when with everything that was happening in Palestine, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, when they put an announcement, everyone would be chatting and writing their comments or like what they think, do they think about it on the official announcement that is shared on Facebook. But they won't even look like did the news on the TV has been shared regarding this matter or not, because like it's more reachable for them, I think so.
Première raison,
First reason.
les théories sont souvent complexes. Tout le monde n'a pas fait de grandes études, donc lorsqu'on a quelque chose qui est tout simple, c'est facile à comprendre, tout le monde peut comprendre et on va bien. Deuxième faiblesse de notre cerveau, la confirmation des biais cognitifs. Un biais cognitif, c'est une idée qu'on a dans la tête, floue, et on a une information qui vient la confirmer. Ah, j'avais raison. Je reprends l'exemple de l'immigration. L'immigration, c'est des gens dangereux. Il y en a un qui vient de commettre un crime. Je le savais qu'ils étaient dangereux. Ça renforce cette idée que j'avais que les immigrés sont dangereux.
If I read something I'm strongly against, I suddenly think this could be a fake news. But if it is something that confirms my point of view, I'm actually more prone to believe it.
Yeah. Because,
to share it.
yeah, because nothing is more real than the fake news. No, it's true. If you look at the fake news, of course, if you said the aliens are coming, you say, ah, this is bullshit. But
It actually worked.
it also works. But what is genuine in fake news? First, it is not new. In the French law of freedom of press, 1881, there is Article 26, fight against fake news. The propaganda in an action, 1881, they knew that the public debate might be influenced by fake news. But if you look at fake news, it's nothing more real than fake news because a fake news is based on facts. Then the layer over that is more the cherry picking, which facts we are taking out of the reality, and in fact there are always something strange. A piece of the puzzle missing, so now we interpret. For example, 10 years ago, terror attack of Charlie Hebdo, 2013. So 3 years before Trump. Because Trump succeeded to put the buzzword fake news, and so we always have the impression this is something totally new. It was before. And during this terror attack of Charlie Hebdo, there was a lot of pictures, cameras, smartphones, Facebook, etc. Which is something relatively new to experiment live terror attack. But at one point, one of the terrorists made a silly thing. He lost his ID in his car, which is also totally weird. Why a terrorist lose his ID? Nobody say there was no terror attack. Nobody says that he didn't lost his idea. But why? And this is why we have to explain. But in this layer of interpretation, there are all the fake news.
Formez-vous, acceptez la complexité des idées, soyez présents et engagez-vous.
Political life can always be there.
Je suis particulièrement touché que les jeunes Européens se réunissent à Strasbourg et osent se poser la question des réseaux sociaux, de la vérité sur Internet, des moyens d'action. Ravi de voir l'AMCED n'a pas lâché cette idée de dire qu'on peut vivre ensemble malgré nos différences sur un territoire, dans la paix, alors que le monde nous envoie plutôt l'image inverse. Donc je suis plutôt ravi d'avoir été là ce matin.
Merci beaucoup Antoine.
Hi everyone, I'm Ani, a vice president of the NGO Youth Opportunities Club from Armenia. Taking part in Erasmus Plus seminar in Strasbourg was a truly enriching experience. As someone in the field of medicine, I feel like it was so meaningful to explore how fake news, especially in health, can harm and damage lives. I'm deeply grateful to AMSED and Erasmus Plus for this project because it brought together many people who had an amazing experience and they were inspiring us. So I'm going to take this luggage of knowledge with me to promote critical thinking, media awareness, and I will be responsible for communication in both in my community, in my organization, and in my profession. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Shawn Anoush from Alexandria, Egypt, and I'm here representing Javi Egypt. This journey was so useful and so beneficial on so many levels, actually coming from with 17 countries, rich in everything that we have learned. And when it came to fake news, I have learned a lot of tools, like especially when it comes to the French law and from the press and media, and visiting the journals itself in France was really useful to know like more that we didn't like used to know in our daily life, and also like how every and each country have their own rules and have their own policies was really useful to know, because like on our level when we go home we can share it with our community and our colleagues as well. So it has been a very mindful and change making journey that I'm really grateful for, and thank you for everyone that has been here.